Okay, so I'm no skilled mechanic, but I've done this several times. Struggling to get this CB axle out of my 2011 Toyota Sienna V6 front-wheel drive. I've tried the slide hammer, I've tried prying, I've tried the little forks that you can borrow from AutoZone. They're supposed to separate it. And the thing that I found works, it's actually pretty easy and it works way better than all those. You have to take very few parts off, is taking the slide hammer. So this is the slide hammer I borrowed from AutoZone, and take the weight off of it. And you don't use it as a slide hammer, you just use it as a pry bar, because the key to getting the that retention ring that's inside the transmission at the end of your CB axle, the key to getting that to pop out is putting pressure on two sides, opposite sides of this CB axle. So putting it up here and down there, because if you just try and pry on one side, no matter how hard you pry, it doesn't come out. But this thing is perfect, because even though this is the extra wide attachment, that black piece, if you get the normal attachment, it's not even close to wide enough for these CV axles. And even the wide one's not great to fit around it, so it wouldn't work great for the slide hammer. You just gotta slide it back here, and once you get it reasonably on there, you just pry this way towards my right, and it pops right out. All I had to do to get that on there, took my wheel off, of course. I removed the nut for the CB axle. Then I removed the two nuts or bolts. What are they? Nuts that go here, and then there's a bolt that goes there. You pop this joint, this whatever it's called, you pop that out, and then you should be able to slide your CV axle right out of your knuckle thing assembly, and that's all you got to do. The next step is prying this thing out. So you just wiggle on there till the both ends are on, and then once it sits, you don't have to hammer it. You might have to spin the CV axle to get like to get it to grip on there well. And then once you can get that in a decent spot, you just pry back, and it pops right out. So that was definitely the easiest way I found. And you don't have to remove a lot of parts, and you can borrow this thing from AutoZone. Don't make the same mistake I did and destroy your seals by pushing them too far into the transmission. It will destroy your seal as soon as you turn the engine on, and it'll be spewing automatic transmission fluid. Just make sure that you don't push the seal in too far. The way I did that was by getting AutoZone's seal pusher kit, the one they let you borrow, and picking a circle that was a size bigger than the seal, so it would stop moving forward once it touched the edge of the transmission, instead of continuing to push the seal in. I just figured there would be some kind of like metal edge that the seal would seat on, but that's not the case. If you tap it in too far, which is very easy to do, it will get destroyed immediately.